Hello friends, now we are going to see measures of central tendency type 2, that is median. Now you know that the median is that value which divides the data in exactly two equal parts. Okay. Now finding out the median is very easy. For normal set of data you have already studied in 9th standard. Now in 10th standard we are going to see the group data. Okay. The median, finding out the median is extremely easy. Like you don't have to make much more calculations, just you have to substitute the values in simple formula and find out the median. Now let us see first the formula for it. Okay. The formula for median is this. The median is equal to L plus into bracket n by 2 minus CF, CF is cumulative frequency, into H by F. Let us see what are these values with the help of one illustrative example. Okay, let us see one example. Now in this example, a tire manufacturing company decides to study a variations in mileage given by its product. The data on 100 buses is available. 100 buses data is available. The data is distance traveled and number of buses. Okay. So let us do this. Distance in 1000 kilometers and buses 20 to 40,000 kilometers, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100 and 100 to 120. These are the distance traveled in 1000 kilometers and the number of buses we have been given, that is 8, 25, 40, 24 and 3. Now unlike your mean, you have to do only one calculation. That is only one figure you have to find out, that is the cumulative frequency. Cumulative means you have to go on adding. That means if this is 8, then first of all, the first step we have to find out the cumulative frequency. The first figure is same as 8. To find out the next, go on adding the consecutive numbers. That is 8 plus 25 is 33. 33 plus 40 is 73. 73 plus 24 is 97 and 97 plus 3 is 100. Now after finding out the cumulative frequency of less than type, we have found the number of observations, that is 100. So in this case my n is equal to 100. So what is n by 2? Is 50. Okay, and you know that in case of median it divides or distributes the data into two equal parts. So I have to take n by 2 here divided by 2 equal parts. So that reading comes out 50. So my n by 2 is 50. Now we have to select the class related to this. You have to select the class for which the cumulative frequency is above this figure. Now in this case just above 50 is 73. So I am marking here, this is my median class. This is my median class. Okay. Now pay attention here. In this class we have to find out all the figures what we want. What is L? L is the lower limit of the median class, that is 60. So my L is 60. What is n by 2? N by 2 we have already found out, that is 50. What is cumulative frequency less than type? The cumulative frequency CF, do not take the CF of the median class. You have to take just before value CF of the median class. So my median class cumulative frequency is 73, so I am taking just before that, that is 33. My H is the class width, that is 80 minus 60, 20. So H is 20 and F is the frequency related to my median class. So F is the frequency for median class, the frequency is 40, so F is 40. Actually at this point your sum is over. You don't have to do anything else. Just calculate the cumulative frequency, find out what is N, that is 100, addition, final addition of all the frequencies. N by 2 is 50, so I am taking just above the 50. The next class above the 50, that is 73, and then write down all this value, substitute in the formula and you will get the median. It's so easy. It is not like your mean that you have to do lot many calculations. Not like that. It is very easy. We are just going to substitute these figures into our formula. So my median is L is 60 plus N by 2 is 50. We have already calculated this, is 50 minus cumulative frequency 33 and H by F is 20 by 40. Let us calculate this. Do the calculation very fast. Now in this case, my fear is students only get in trouble by doing wrong calculations. Addition, subtraction, divisions, multiplication. Do not make any mistake while calculating the median, because this is extremely easy. You have to do nothing in this case. Okay? Just pay attention here. Do this calculation properly. I have seen many students still, even in the 10th standard, they struggle in negative signs, divisions, subtractions, addition by mistakes. You have to eliminate those mistakes. Okay? Otherwise you will lose the marks. At least 3 to 4 marks you will lose in this case if you miss the calculation. Right? Do the calculation fast. Pause your video now. The median is 68.5. Check your answer. Very easy. Let us see one more sum for the median. Now in this case, the daily wages in rupees are given. Class intervals are 80 to 84, 85 to 89 and so on. And number of workers are given. Now mind well, in this case, this is the inclusive type, that is 80 to 84 and 85 to 89. But for median, we need continuous class interval, exclusive type we need. So we have to first modify the class boundaries. Okay? This will not work. 84 to 85 will not work, because if the figure is 84.5, then there is no space or no place to accommodate that figure. Okay? So first we have to modify the class boundaries. What is the difference between this upper boundary and this lower boundary? The difference is 1. So 1 by 2, 0.5. So we have to modify it by 0.5. So we will take class boundaries, modify class boundaries we will take, in this case 79.5 to 84.5 and so on. Here 84.5 to 89.5, 89.5 to 94.5, 94.5 to 99.5, 99.5 to 104.5 and last 104.5 104.5 to 109.5. So the first step now in the case of median, please check if your class interval is continuous or not. Okay, in this case, in the previous example, the class interval was continuous, exclusive type, but here it is not. So first you have to make the class interval continuous, and only after that you may proceed. Okay, so now the next step is we have to find out the cumulative frequency. We have to just go on adding this. The first is 10, then 30, then 55, then 95. After 95, we have 125, adding 125, and it is 130. That's all. We have to do in the table only this much. Actually, your example is over here. Now only simple mathematical or simple arithmetic is remaining. Now in this case, my last figure is 130. So my n is equal to 130. If my n is equal to 130, n by 2 is 65. When the n by 2 is 65, now I have to find out which class belongs to your median. I have to take the figure above this, which is 95 here. The first figure in cumulative frequency line comes after this is 95. So this is my median class, right? And cumulative frequency I have to take just preceding this value. Now let us quickly write down all the parameters. That is L is equal to lower class limit. You have to take this now, not 95. You have to take 94.5. N by 2 we already found out. Cumulative frequency is 55, just before the median class. The class interval H is difference between this. In this case it is 5. And frequency related to your median class is 40. Now the only thing is remaining, substitute this value into that formula and find out the answer. So we have 94.5 plus 65 minus cumulative frequency is 55 and 5 upon 40. Simple arithmetics. Pause your video and find out the answer. Find out the median for this problem. Do it now. Answer is 95.75 rupees. Don't forget the unit. Check your answer. So this is the median. The examples are extremely easy as I told you. Okay. Let us see one more example. In this example, the frequency distribution of weekly income in rupees is given. The class distribution is. Now do you remember this kind of example or this kind of measures of central tendency was not possible in case of mean, but in median, yes, we can deal with this. Now you see, this is a continuous exclusive type, so we don't have to worry about it. The frequency they have given, that is the number of employees they are given here. I just took this example. Example is very simple, just like before. I just took this example to show you that even if it is below 550, something like that is given, still you can find out the median. Nothing great in this example. So what is our first step? Since this is continuous, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to modify the class. So now what to do? Cumulative frequency less than type. So just find out the cumulative frequency less than type. Pause your video now. Check your answers here. My n is 111. N is equal to 111. So my n by 2 is equal to 55.5. Pause your video here and write down all the values of all the parameters quickly. Before that, since this is 55.5, my median class will be this. Now quickly find out the other values. My L will be equal to 650. N by 2 I already calculated. Cumulative frequency I have to take just one above it, that is 38. H, that is a class interval, is 50, and frequency related to median class is 30 here. Pause your video now, quickly substitute in this formula and find out the answer. Pause your video now. The answer is the median equal to 679.17 rupees. Medians, finding out medians is very easy, extremely simple. I have just taken this example to show you that even these kind of group intervals or the class intervals can also be accommodated in median but not in mean. Okay, let us move ahead. Let us see one more type of example in median before going ahead. The example is, the further calculations are very simple, but they are given something in this way. The following table shows the ages distribution of persons in a particular region, but they are given in this way. Age, of course in years, below 10, below 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And below 70. Last one is below 70. They are not given the direct classes. They are given something like this, and a frequency, number of person, that is frequency, they were given 2, 5, 9, 12, 14, 16 and 20. And we have to find out the median. Find median age of persons. What to do in this case? The direct groups are not given. The rest of the example is easy. Okay? But first we have to find out we have to define the groups. It is very simple. Whenever such kind of example comes, the age cannot go below 0 years, right? So when they are given below 10, I can write this 0 to 10. Then below 20 is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 and 60 to 70. The only thing in this example is to write this. That's all. The rest of the example is extremely easy. Just like before, you have to find out the cumulative frequency. Once the cumulative frequency is found out, then you have to mark the median class, substitute the values and find out the median. Now I am leaving this example to you because it is very easy example. Okay. Now before going to next measure of central tendency, we will see the merits and demerits of median. Just like we saw in case of mean, we are going to see the merits and demerits of median also. The merits are, first, it is very simple to understand. Second, it is very easy to calculate. Third, that means whatever requirements of good measures of central tendency are here. Okay. The third is, in some cases we can even find out the median by observation. In some cases we can do it by observation. Then graph is possible. I am just writing points, I am not writing the complete statement. Okay, just like languages. Okay, I am just writing the points. It can be determined graphically also. Then these are not affected by the extreme values. Not affected by extreme values. And of course we have seen than mean, the median is very easy to calculate, very simple, just substitution in one formula and it's done. But there are some demerits or some cons also in this. The first is, it is not based on all the observations. We have taken just a median class, right? We are not taken into consideration all the observations. That is, sigma we are not taking, sigma fi or sigma fi xi, etc. we are not taking. Then in this we require the arrangement of observations in the ascending or descending numbers or ascending or descending values. Third is, it is not capable of any further mathematical treatment. In case of mean, it was possible, but in case of median, it is not possible. We cannot do any further mathematical treatment on this value. Okay. So these were the merits and demerits of median, and now we will move ahead to the last measures of central tendency, that is mode.